Welcome back to the channel, buddy, and I hope you're doing fine. We're gonna talk again today about Twitch drops, and they will start already this Monday. Now, as always, you know, timestamps in the description below if you're interested in only a few specific things. Just one thing that I will not do anymore is the FAQ part. I will just link that in the description and in the pinned comment the moment it's available, and that jumps to Crytek's page, and that one is actually pretty decent when it comes to the FAQ. Okay, and with that, I think we just jump straight in the video. I know that the chance for this is super slim, but maybe there's still somebody out there who appreciates this info. So what are Twitch drops? Twitch drops are in-game rewards for watching a streamer over on, you guessed it already, Twitch. Any streamer can enable drops, and there are no exclusive rewards. So you don't have to watch me, you can literally watch any streamer who has drops enabled. Another piece of information that is crucial for you guys is the start and the end time. It will start the 20th of October and it goes until the 10th of November. Yeah, so this is again a very long Twitch campaign. I'm not a huge fan of that, honestly, especially since how many Twitch drops campaigns do we have now in a year? 3, 4, 5? I'm actually losing track of this. This is like, let's not talk about Twitch drops, let's talk about Twitch seasons. Yeah, I know, kind of a stupid joke, but I personally would prefer shorter Twitch drops campaigns, especially when you do that many. I will not stream every day actually, because it's just impossible for 3 weeks, but I will have long streams. You can check the streaming schedule channel in the Discord, and then you know when you can earn drops on my channel. Sweet. So with that out of the way, probably the most interesting part about this video, what are the rewards? And would you look at that, Crytek is giving us 3 new Twitch drops. I'm gonna give you an overview when which drop will be available for you in a second. Let's check the rewards first. The first one's gonna be this one here. Tender is the night. And it looks fantastic. I mean, anybody, I did some welding back in the past. Anybody who is familiar with welding probably gets a twitching eye just looking at this. But I think it's cool. A railroad hammer skin? I did not expect that. I'm a fan of this, although I have to say not a lot of people play a railroad hammer. You can do a lot of good loadouts with that actually. Winnie, the infantry, the Vetterli, the Centennial, those are all good rifles that work with a railroad hammer. The sad part is just whenever you do a melee charge lately with the buffed shotguns and stuff like that, very often you just get deleted by even a Lamette shell. So let's see how many clips we can farm with this Tenderizer. Looks awesome though. Next one is gonna be a short Romero, the Pharaoh. So this is not something new-ish. We had that theme already. Short Romero, sure, why not? I mean, I prefer the Romero hatchet, but I take this. A new skin, I'm not gonna complain. And then I said there will be 3 new things for you to get. And the last one is an inspect animation for the railroad hammer. Now I don't have a clip for that, but I'm really curious how that one will be looking, because they do actually a good job when it comes to these inspect animations. Okay, now you know the rewards. I'm gonna blend in now the schedule for everything, so you can just take a couple screenshots and save that for yourself. And the interesting thing is that we have now 3 weeks, and every week you can get something. So there's a little bit of a change how the drops work this time. It's an improvement, so let's see how it will go. And as you can see, each of the 3 weeks is split into a couple segments. For example, week 1, we have October 20 to October 22nd, October 22nd to October 24th, and so on. So keep in mind, the drops will most likely rotate always 3 PM UTC. So people now actually have a reason to come back after a couple days and not just watch day 1 of the week and then they get everything. That being said though, when we look at week 1, only the last segment is really interesting, because that's where we get the Pharaoh skin. When it comes to the watch time, there's nothing out of the ordinary. So random charms, random items, we're gonna talk about that in a second. When it comes to week 2, this is where we get the Intimidate, so the Inspect animation. The rest is exactly like week 1. And then week 3, this is the banger week then, because this is where you get Tender is the Night and the Random Legendary Hunter. Super happy about this, because we had Twitch drops campaigns without a Random Legendary Hunter, and that was just simply bad. Now when it comes to the random charms and random hunters, it works just like in the past. That means that the drop will prioritize old Twitch drops first. For example, the random hunter will be Umpire's Bane, the Infected, Steel-Eyed, Billy Story, Killbuyer, and Lulu. So if you're missing any of those, you will get those first, and then you get Bloodbound Hunters. Now, just to be clear here, the new Bloodbound Hunters as part of the 2.5 update will not be in that pool. Event-exclusive hunters and seasonal hunters will not be in that event pool either. I'm just saying this because that's a question that I get a lot. So it's basically all BB hunters. There are a few nice ones in there, so why not? And it's exactly the same thing for the random charms. And in case you have already all the hunters and all the charms for whatever reason, then you will get 10,000 hunt dollars for the hunter drop, and you get 5,000 hunt dollars for the charm drop. And I mentioned random items, and the random items will be again from previous Twitch drops. So the list, you can check that in the pinned comment because that's just simply too much. In case you have all of that, same rule again, BB stuff, but not the most recent stuff, and not exclusive, event exclusive and seasonal stuff. Okay, and if you have all of that, then again, you get 5,000 hunt dollars. And then one of the last things we're going to talk about are the supply crates. So non-legendary in-game items are in these supply crates. So any of these items here. Just keep in mind that you're not actually getting an item that you can open in your lobby. So you will get a pop-up after, you know, claiming your drop, linking your accounts, and you reboot the game or you start the game for the first time after doing that. You will get a pop-up, so if you hit escape too often, whatever hotkey you have for skipping the intro, you might not see this. So be careful with that. Okay, I think we talked now about almost everything. Just one more thing. I swear it's going to be the last thing. You will need some links that are important, like linking your account for the Twitch Drops inventory page. How do you claim everything? The links for that are in the description and also in the pinned comment. So there you go. I think I covered the most important things. Enjoy your Twitch Drops campaign. Twitch.tv/Psychoghost. Let's do a little bit of self-advertising. And as always, 3 weeks means not every day will be streamed, but most of the days. And I hope I see you guys there, and we're gonna have a good time with the Twitch Drops. And with that, let's roll the outro. Sweet, and I just want to use this moment, if you like these info videos, that would help me out a little bit. The Twitch Drops videos, honestly, I mean, you guys are familiar with this, they don't get that many views anymore, which I understand, but for the sake of, Mike, what's drops? I have exclamation mark drops in the Twitch chat ready for you guys, and then I don't have to answer that question every 5 minutes. Then, big shout out to my patrons, thank you very much for supporting me over on Patreon, you guys are amazing. Don't forget that on Saturday, we have the coffee time in the Discord. I made a post about that though on the Patreon page. Hope to see you guys very soon over there. And with that, check out the link tree that's also in the description below. That will be quite the huge box today. Maybe you find something over there that you will enjoy. Sweet, we're at the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I see you in the next one. Until then, have a good day and bye bye.